welcome to our channel Eazy Btech. This is Rujna. In the last session I had discussed about elif concept in selective statements. In control structures there are three types are there. In control structure three types are there. That is nothing but first one is selective or conditional statement. Second one is looping or iterative statement. Third one is jumping statements. In selective or conditional statements, four types are there, that are nothing but if else, elif, nested if. Up to the last session, I had discussed about elif concept, and today I will told about nested if concept. Nested if. First of all, what is the syntax of nested if? What is the syntax of nested if? Nested if is nothing but one if condition present in another if condition. One if condition present in another if condition, that is nothing but nested if. Let's see the syntax of nested if. If condition, indentation block, statements, else, statements. For example, see here, it is an example syntax of, it is a syntax of if else concept, but now I am telling nested if syntax. One if condition present in another if condition, either in if condition or in else block also. See here, in this, another if condition is there. If condition, statements. Either elif block is there or else block is also there. Elif, condition, statements, else, statements, else, statements. Depend upon our requirement, we can write any if condition in one if condition. Depend upon our requirement, we can write any number of if conditions. Okay, so if condition, if the condition is true, it will enter into the if block. So in this if block, another if condition is there. It will check if the condition is true or false. If this condition is true, it will execute statement 1. If inner condition is false, it will move on to the elif block. Elif, condition. So if the condition is true, it will execute statement 2. Okay, if this condition is also false, it will execute the else block related statements. If the first condition is false, if the first condition means outer condition is false, it does not enter into the if block. Automatically, it will move on to the else block. It will print statement 4. Okay, this is the syntax of nested if. Let's move on to the one example. For example, see here, biggest of two number. I already told this example, biggest of two numbers. I already told this example on if else concept, but see this example. A is equal to int of input of enter a value. B is equal to int of input of enter b value. So how to write a condition for biggest of two number? A greater than b. Simple, a greater than b. If a greater than b, then the answer is print a is greater. Or else print b is greater. B is greater. Okay. So I'm executing this program. Nested. I'm executing this program. For example, I will enter 23, 4. So A is greater. Okay, good. Again, I am executing this one. 34, 56. Okay, B is greater. So it works fine. Again, I am giving 10, 10. So what is the answer? Actually, both are equal. So in the first example, in the first output, 23, 4. So A is greater, is good. And next 34 and 56. B is greater. It is also works good. So in this third step, I will enter 10, 10. So A is greater? No. B is greater? No. Both are equal. But what is the answer? The answer is B is greater. Why? Because, so it will check 10 greater than 10? No. The condition is false. Whenever the condition is false, automatically it will move on to the else block. It will execute the else related statements. It will execute the else related statements. So the answer is B is greater. Actually the answer is correct? No. The answer is wrong. So what will the answer? What will the correct answer? The correct answer is both are equal. Okay. If A is greater, then it will print A is greater. If B is greater, then it will print B is greater. If I will enter both are same numbers, then the correct answer is both are same. Both are same. So let's change this code, okay, into nested if concept. Okay. So whenever a value, b value are not equal, whenever a value, b value are not equal, then compulsory in both variables, one variable is greater. Whenever a value, b value are not equal, so compulsory there is a greater number in the two numbers. So whenever both are equal, so print both are equal. Okay. So whenever a value, b value is not equal, okay, whenever a value, b value is not equal, okay, not equal, compulsory print. For example, let's check else print both are equal. Let's I'm printing both are not equal. Okay. So whenever a value, b value is not equal, both value are not equal, so it will print both are not equal. If both are equal, this condition is false. This condition is false. Automatically it will execute else related statements. Let's execute this one. Okay. So for example, I'm executing 20, 10. Both are not equal. Okay. 10, 10. So both are equal. Whenever both are not equal, must and should, there is a greater number on these two numbers. On these two numbers. So you have to write biggest of two numbers code in this statement. Okay. So I'm writing here, if a greater than b, print a is greater. Either on to the else block, else print b is greater. Okay. Let's execute this one. 10, 20. B is greater. Okay. 28. A is greater. 10, 10. Both are equal. Okay. So this is an example program for nested if. Okay. Let's move on to the another example program. InfyTQ question. Okay. See here. Accept 6 subject marks and find total in grading. Accept 6 subject marks and find total in grading. For grading, follow below rules. So if total greater than or equal to 500, grade A. So total greater than or equal to 400, grade B. Total greater than or equal to 300, grade C. Total is less than 300, grade D. If any one subject marks is below 35, then print fail. Okay, what is the input format? Input format is 6 lines. Okay, output format is 2 lines, total and grade. Okay, so we have to take input like this, 6 subject marks, and it will generate total and grade. Okay, fine. Okay, in any InfyTQ question, first of all you have to read entire description. Okay, then you have to understand that description, and next one you have to check the input format and must ensure that test cases will be matched. Okay, let's see. We have to take 6 subject marks. Okay. Accept 6 subject marks and find total and grading. So accept 6 subject marks. For example, I am taking variable as S1 int of input of. S2 is equal to int of input of. Like S3 is equal to int of input of. S4, S5, S6. Okay. Accept 6 subject marks and find total and grading. Total and grading. So total, how to calculate a total? Total, taken a variable total is equal to S1 plus S2 plus S3 plus S4 plus S5 plus S6. Okay. What is here? So let's see the rules. If total is greater than or equal to 500, print A grade, 400 B grade, 300 C grade. If 300 below, print D grade. So let's see last rule. If any one subject marks is below 35, if any one subject marks is below 35, then print fail. If all subjects I got 90 above, okay. If one subject I got 34, so the total is must and should above 500. Actually, it will print A grade. But here the last rule is if any one subject mark is below 35, then print fail. First of all, you have to write condition for this rule. Condition for this rule. What is that rule? If S1 greater than below 35 means if S1 greater than or equal to 35 and S2 greater than or equal to 35 and S3 greater than or equal to 35 and S4 greater than or equal to 35 and S5 greater than or equal to 35 and S6 greater than or equal to 35. Print, for example, I am writing here pass just, otherwise else block, print fail. Here I am printing total also, print total. Okay, let's execute this program. See the first test cases. See the first test case. 90, 89. Let's enter that values. 90, 89, 67, 56, 45, 89. So then the answer is 436. Okay. What will the output? 436. Okay, 436 printed successfully. See here the grade is B. Okay. But instead of that condition, I put pass. So pass is working. Okay. After that, we write on, I write code on for grading. Let's execute this one also. Second test case. 90, 89, 67, 56, 25, 89. 416 fail. Okay, second test case is matched successfully. Second test case is matched successfully. So we will work on first test case. First test case. Okay. If all subjects I got 35 above marks, then I work on grading. If total greater than or equal to 500, print A grade. Elif total greater than or equal to 400, print B. Elif total greater than or equal to 300, print C. Else either elif, you have to write elif also. Elif total less than or equal to 300. Elif total less than 300, print D grade. Okay, let's execute this coding. Check the test cases. Test case 1, 90, 89, 67, 56, 45, 89. See here, 436 B. Okay, the test case is matched. So the program is executed successfully. Okay. See, it is the one of the InfyTQ question on nested if. Okay. See here, I am taking totally 6 subject marks. In for the 6 subject marks, first of all, I have to find total and print the total. So depend upon our rules. So first of all, I write a rule on each subject. Each subject must and should greater than or equal to 35. If I got each subject marks greater than or equal to 35, then I go on to the grading. If any subject I got below 35, so the if condition is total entire if condition is false, automatically if block is not executed, it will move on to the else block. It will print a fail. Okay, so this is about nested if concept. Okay. Okay, the next topic is iterative statements. Up to now I covered selective statements. The next topic is iterative or looping statements. In iterative or looping statements, two types are there. What are that? I already told about that, while, and second one is for loop. There are two types of loops are there in Python. First one is while loop, second one is for loop. There is no do while loop in Python. In C++, Java, do while loop is there, but in Python there is no do while loop. Okay. So what is the syntax of while loop? While loop. What is the syntax of while loop? While condition, while condition, statements, updation. In loops updation is mandatory. Okay. So while condition, if the given condition is true, it will execute statements. So after execution of statement, it will move on to the updation block. After completion of updation, again it will move for the condition. If the condition is true, execute statements, updation. Again it will execute condition. If the condition is true, execute the statements and updation. Again it will move on to the condition. If until condition is false, the loop will be executed. Until the condition is false, the loop will be executed. Okay. Let's see a basic simple example program on while loop. A basic simple example program on while loop. Okay. Here it is an indentation block. Must and should you have to follow these indentation blocks for control structures. Okay. Let's see an example program for while loop. Simple basic example program for while loop. Okay. See here. For example, I'm taking a value is 1, b value is equal to 5. So how to print a series of numbers in this example, series of numbers. So like 1 to 5, 1 to 10, 1 to 100 like this. So I'm taking here a value is 1 and b value is 5. So I want to print 1 to 5 numbers in sequence. Okay. While a less than or equal to b. It is a condition for while loop. It is a condition for while loop. What is the condition? A less than or equal to b. So 1 less than or equal to 5. The condition is true. Then it will print a value. So 1 is printed. After that, I am taking one updation, that is nothing but a is equal to a plus 1. Okay. So in variables, the recent updated value will be stored. The recent updated value will be stored. Previous value is erased. Okay. So a is equal to a plus 1 means 1 plus 1, the a value, recent updated a value is 2. 2 less than or equal to 5. Again the condition is true. 2 is printed. After that, a is equal to a plus 1 means 2 is equal to, means a is equal to 2 plus 1. Then answer is 3. 3 less than or equal to 5. Again the condition is true. 3 is printed. 3 plus 1, 4. 4 less than or equal to 5. 4 is printed. So 4 plus 1, 5. 5 less than or equal to 5. The condition is true. 5 is printed. 5 plus 1. Then a value is 6. 6 less than or equal to 5. The condition is false. Okay. So that when the condition is false, it will terminate the loop. It will terminate the loop. Okay. Just I'm printing while loop executed. While loop over. Okay. So what is the answer? So it will print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whenever a value is 6, 6 less than or equal to 5, the condition is false. It will terminate the loop and execute the after loop statements. After loop statements means these print statement. Okay. Run this program. Okay. Here it is the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 while loop over. Okay. It is a basic example program for while loop. It is a basic example program for while loop. Okay. Let's see an example. Another example for while loop. Let's print even numbers between any two numbers. Even numbers between any two numbers. So we have to take runtime input. A is equal to int of input of enter a value. B is equal to int of input of enter b value. Enter b value. Okay, while a less than or equal to b, a less than or equal to print. So what is the our program? Print even numbers between any two numbers. Print even numbers only. What is the even number logic? So you have to write if condition in while loop. If condition in while loop, if a modulo 2 is equal to 0, then print a. Then print a. You have to write an updation in while loop, not in if condition. Okay, you have to write an updation in while loop, not in if condition. So just you have to so give backspace to clear an indentation block of if condition. To clear an indentation block of if condition, just a is equal to a plus 1. So for example, I will give one, a value is 1, b value is 5. 1 less than or equal to 5. 1 modulo 2 is equal to 0? No. So it doesn't print a value. So automatically a value is updated. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 less than or equal to 5. Yes, the condition is true. 2 modulo 2. So it is true. So a value is printed. That is nothing but a value is 2. Next one, a value is 3. 3 less than or equal to 5. The condition is true. 3 modulo 2 is equal to 0. No, false. So next, a value is equal to 4. So 4 less than or equal to 5. The condition is true. Okay, 4 modulo 2 is equal to 0. Yes, the condition is true. Then it will print it 4 value. Next, a is equal to a plus 1 means 5. 5 less than or equal to 5. The condition is true. It will check 5 modulo 2 is equal to 0. No. And skip this printing. A is equal to a plus 1. A plus 1 means 6. 6 less than or equal to 5? No. So automatically it will skip, means it will terminate the loop. Let's execute this one. So for example, I am taking 1 and 5. 1 and 5. So 2, 4. Again I am executing like 10, 45. Okay, these are the even numbers between 10 and 45. Okay, let's print even number between any two numbers in reverse order. It is another example for while loop in reverse order. Print even numbers between any two numbers in reverse order. In reverse order means, for example, I am giving here 10 and 45, but the answer is 44, 42, 48 up to 10 in reverse order. And so what is the logic for reverse order? So if I am giving a value is smallest and b value is biggest, then you have to take like this: b greater than or equal to a. B greater than or equal to a. Okay. B modulo 2 is equal to 0. Then you have to print b value. Each and every time updation is b is equal to b minus 1. Okay. B is equal to b minus 1. If I will take a value is smallest and b value is biggest, then the code will be like this. I am executing this. 10, 10, 45. Like this in reverse order. Okay, in reverse order. If a value is biggest and b value is smallest, again I have to change the code. Okay, so sometimes I'm giving a value is biggest, sometimes I'm giving b value is biggest. So in every time I have to change the code. So that's why you have to fixed on one condition. If I'm giving a value is biggest, if I'm giving a value is biggest, a greater than b. Okay, then you have to interchange these values. A comma b is equal to b comma a, like this. So there is no problem. You have to give happily a value is biggest or b value is biggest, like that is your wish. Okay, whenever a value is biggest, then I have swapping these two numbers. So it will work on both conditions also. I'm giving a value is smallest 10, 20. Okay, it will work. Again I am giving a value is biggest, b value is smallest. So it will work. Okay. For this I am writing these two lines. That is nothing but if condition. Okay. So these are the concepts, basic example programs on while loop. In the next session, I will continue on while loop. Okay. So with some extra example programs. Okay. So I hope all of you understand up to this. Please watch our videos. Okay. Thanks for watching.